So confirms off lows. Anti-airs. Like do this with each of your characters too. Like take a problem character and have them hop CD at this range, right? And then realize that if you're like here, the anti-airing is different. Or if you're here, the anti-airing is different. Like here, stay and jab will work because you hit them early. Here it won't because it's the perfect spot. Here, if they miss, you could jump on them. You know? Or you could crouch D the trip guard. Or you could crouch B. It depends on the normal, depends on their timing. That's the #1 thing. Like when it comes to preventing their jumps, it really has everything to do with spacing and timing and not really the normal per se. Like Iori's jumping D is really good, but if I'm too close, jab is going to beat it all the time. And if I'm too far, it's going to whiff. And if I'm really far, I could try to trip, crouch trip guard. The idea is when he jumps at that perfect range, that's when you pretty much your only answer is to beat it that way. You know, it's when he does it at the right range that it's so annoying. But that's my goal, to always do it at the right range. It's like when Guile throws a light sonic boom at you in the corner and you're like, fuck. Versus when you're mid-screen, you're like, all right, I gotta change the block. You know what I'm saying? When Iori does a hop D here, or when Takuma does a hop CD there, that's when you're like, fuck. That's why people are moving all the time. That's why movement is good. You don't want them to hyper hop at you at that range. You want to be a little close, like, let's say, like, I see that you're blocking there, I'm going to run up at you, you might be thinking, he's going to get to here, and then he's going to hyper hop CD, right?
Yeah, right.
So right now, if you hyper hop at me, you're going to be in the air, and then I'm going to jump. You know what I'm saying?
Right, okay.
If you hyper hop at me now, like, and then you hit your CD, I'm going to jump and I'll be like, ah, fuck, and I'm going to run right into yours.
Okay.
But I made that decision, see what I'm saying? But if I just stop, all of a sudden, that was a bad jump from you. Think about how fast the game is, though.
Yeah, I know.
I'll tell you right now, nobody's really thinking that far ahead. What people are usually thinking is, I don't give a fuck, I'm going to hyper hop at the right range, or I'm going to stop, or I'm going to keep running. I'm going to play chicken. It's usually one of those three things. In King's case, sometimes I like run up and backdash because her backdash is godlike. Or I'll run up and throw a projectile in your face to see how you react to it. Or I'll try to maintain the spacing where you have to read my fireballs. Like notice, like you can get in on Takuma's fireball from here, right? But if you're over here, there's nothing you can do about my fireball right now except super it. And that's because you're Takuma. Like if you're like Claw Iori, you don't have shit. So like if you're at full screen, feel free to throw a free fireball. You're gonna build meter and they can't do anything about it. Throw the fast one, by the way. It's way faster. Light, hard, way faster. Like over there, even if they super jump, no character in the game can super jump and fireball you here. They have to be like around this spacing. So that's just something to think about with Takuma. But low confirms. Think about anti-airs. Think about trip guard. Let's see, 2-hit confirms. Start with 3. Start with the 3, and then go to 2.
I can definitely use 2.
Did you think about Claw Iori as a third? You want me to
yeah, that's what I'm gonna rock. I'm gonna let it rock with Claw.
Okay.
I think that's probably the best thing.
Like honestly, the most complicated character on your team right now is Hio. So I'm gonna give you Claw Iori stuff.
But I figure it's just gonna be like that swoop kind of claw move, and then do like super probably.
Yes, that's his confirm. Now, all of his slashes are minus on block. All of them. They don't feel minus, but they are.
I thought one of them is like kind of like almost 0, maybe -1 or 2.
Let me confirm that, but I'm pretty sure they're all like -1 or worse. I can give you this link to the frame data if you want to. It's not as good as Capcom frame data. We have startup and we have block advantage. That's really the important parts.
Are the ones that are on the Dream Cancel wiki, are those accurate?
Yes, that has a new link. We have all the data except I think Robert's. I think some of it's incorrect. I actually made a correction. They said King's EX Surprise Rose was 4, and I'm like, no, it's 3. Or they said it was 2, and I said it was 3, and I gave them the proof there. But when it comes to Claw Iori, it's Iori Claw and Iori Flame. Let's see. Quarterback. DP is terrible. Quarter circle back A is 0.
Alright, quarterback.
No. Wait. Actually, you can see this, and if you weren't aware of this,
the one jump.
One guard jump.
Yeah,
for the same character. -8. That's -8. Quarter circle back C. See that? He jumped first. EX. Still -1. Quarter circle back light kick. Minus hard kick. Minus EX. Even. That's it.
Okay.
He's only got 3. After that is the DP, which is terrible, and the grab. That's it. None of those are positive, except for this one. So if you hit like a close C there, you're gonna win. You're gonna win. Any button he presses, like if I do this, like to you right there, and I hit a button, and you hit a button, you're gonna win. You really are. So it's a matter of finding the timing. Let's see. Crouch, random guard. Well, let's just do the combo first. You have 2 basic ones. Your 3-hit confirm. You could do crouch B, crouch A into forward A. I don't like that because I kind like it makes you like want to do Hadoukens. I like to do low B stand A forward A. I think that's more natural.
Low B stand.
This is close A, by the way. This is far A. Low B close A into forward A. That's a little quick combo. Into quarterback C. If that all hits, you can level 1 super. You need to be point blank for that super to land. If you're right there, it doesn't work. The level 2 will work because it's faster. But the idea is for all of his bread and butters, you need to be point blank for that super to land there. Or you need to drive cancel to guarantee it. If you do that drive cancel, you'll guarantee it. But the idea is that's a 3-hit confirm. What you want to do, his forward A is negative, but not prohibitively so. So you could start with just doing all 3. You know? When you get better, just do low B close A. Try not to do the forward A, unless those 2 hit. Damn it, it's always hitting. See that? Just do those 2. Once you get used to having just 2 of your normals blocked, then you can think about frame traps. And plus, you could just do like low B stop, close A, forward A. That's like a legit frame trap. See that? Confirm off those 2 things. But start with the 3. Start with the 3. That's low B, close A. That's a chain. Forward A. Start with all 3, and then level up to crouch B, close A, just those 2, and only go into the forward A on hit. Same deal with Kyo's down forward D. Okay. In fact, let me give you just what if you want more to practice, just do the basic close C strings with all characters. Iori's close C forward A. That's pretty easy, right? With Kyo, close. It's obviously close down forward D. Now with Kyo, I would don't use that too much in matches. Because that down forward D again, you're gonna cancel into something terrible all the time. But on a punish, obviously that's gonna be free. And Takuma, C forward B. Those 2, those should be easy for you to confirm. But still practice them. And then shit.
Alright, what's the better Takuma? If I get C, stand C forward B. Obviously I want Cadillac kick.
D Cadillac always.
But you can't always get a D Cadillac kick.
You always can.
Well, yeah, you can, but
The follow-up?
well, no, in theory, I can always get D Cadillac kick, but I don't feel comfortable going to it all the time in that
execution-wise?
Yeah.
You're not comfortable. Oh, okay. So, what you can do is, remember the Cadillac is down back, right? If it's blocked,
if you're doing cross-ups, and you don't know which side they're going to cross up on, and because you got to have your charge, and you're not always going to have charge.
But and see, here's the thing. There's 3 things about this chain here, which makes the charge easier to get than it seems. Number 1, you don't have to do. Listen to my buttons. You don't have to do that. You can do this. You can hit the forward B before the C makes contact. This gives you more. That's number 1. That gives you more time to charge. Notice I can actually charge before the B comes out.
Can you do that off the throw, the command throw? Try that.
Yeah. So number 1, you can charge before the B comes out if you do the chain right.
Yeah,
That's number 1. Number 2, the forward B has a lot of cancelable frames. You can cancel it hella late. You can actually cancel it so late that it doesn't combo. see that? It has a lot of cancelable frames, so even if you don't charge it as soon as possible there, if you cancel one of the later frames, as long as it's not too late, you'll still combo. So those two things combined make it so that, like say I get this cross up here, as long as, like, what you focus on is when you do the chain, your input for that chain should be the same no matter what. If your input for this chain is always the same, you will always have the charge. And then it's a question of, if that stuff gets blocked, just roll the quarter. You're at down back. Just roll to the quarter.
Do you like using A or C or B or D?
Light fireball. Let's see here. What has better frame advantage? I just want to jump. That's pretty terrible, but that's the. Boy, that's. Hold on. Does he land? He's about to land there. Oh, they're about the same, honestly.
What about B?
Now, actually, what would be better? Well, that's gonna miss.
What about the B fireball?
Oh yeah, this one, right? That's actually a little better. That's probably the best one, honestly. Like, block advantage wise, that would be the best one, and that does work. And if for some reason that hits, you could just, like, go to the super call for the quarter circle forward kick. You'll see Bala do this sometimes. He will sometimes do this confirm. The reason he'll do that is because he might have, like, committed to the quarter B like a million years ago, and he'll be like, oh, I got the hit, might as well. You know, keep in mind this quarter B on block pushes you out really well.
Yeah.
Like, that's decent on block. In addition, you know, to this on block is pretty good because they don't really get away from you.
That I know it's 0.
Yeah, it's is it 0?
Yeah, I think it's 0.
Oh no, it's not. It's really good still. It's decently good. Like, one thing you can do here is, like, if you think they're gonna, like, buffer a quarter forward, quarter back, and if you see them full jump, just let it out.
Right.
You know, that'll be like a good gimmick there. But I believe, technically speaking, the best thing you're gonna do there is quarter B.
Okay.
As far as safety, it's gonna push back, and it's also best frame wise. So like set them to, you can set them to stand random guard for this because it's not important, but crouch would be better.
Okay, so let me ask you this: do that block string with the B? If they block it for you.
Yep.
And then what are you thinking after that?
If you block my string,
Yeah, like, so if you do that and he blocks it, and you're in this space, what are you thinking?
is he gonna jump at me right now in my frame disadvantage? That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Because if he is, I might have to deal with something, or I should hit a jab like right now. Okay. But if you don't, then that frame advantage doesn't matter.
Doesn't exist.
Like, if you don't do something in those fucking 8 frames, then we're at neutral.
Right, yeah. Okay.
Go in. You know? Or like I'll do the string.
So you're
And I'll just throw another fireball right away.
You're checking what? Okay, I see what you're thinking. See,
I'm always worried about your offense.
Yeah.
But what I mean when I'm worried about your
So
offense
basically,
is
your first check is when you do something at frame disadvantage. Your first check is what are they going to do to counter right now?
how are they going to approach?
And then as soon as that time clock, as soon as that frame advantage is gone, all of a sudden you switch to, well, now I'm on the advantage, really.
Yeah, like, he didn't give a shit, so
Yeah,
whatever.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
You can also, like, think of, like you'll notice, like, say, if you play Ryu and you do trip, oh, he's not punishing my trip. I can poke more with trip. It's a similar deal where it's like, oh, he doesn't know what to do after this. Maybe I'll annoy him with it and see if he caves. Or maybe, you know, next time he's expecting that. And I'll take it normal with frame disadvantage and I'll run up on him, you know? Yeah, like, basically what I'm thinking if I'm at frame disadvantage, like at this spot, is how is he going to approach? The key thing about offense is you don't have any offense over there. Unless you random super whatever bullshit I might be doing, you can't do anything over there.
Right.
Doesn't matter what character you are.
Right.
I'm scared of your approach. Mostly I'm scared of 2 things, a run and a hop. Hyper hop, whatever. Okay, if you super jump right here, I could probably react to the super. It'll be tough, but I could do it. Standing jab is also decent against full jumps. If you do full jump, I could like roll backwards, you know, try to create space or whatever. Or at the very least, I could like hyper hop away like as soon as I can. You know, to try to recreate that space, recreate the neutral game. Remember, like, anytime there's a knockaway, if I jump away from you, I'm just trying to create another neutral.
Uh-huh.
That's all I'm trying to do. And then at that, like,